Let me set the scene. You're at the bar with your friends. You've had one too many drinks. Now you're seeing a clone of yourself outside. Are you imagining it? Or has good old Buddy Grimm come to reclaim his final friend? You head to the door, not sure of each step, each footing. And then, you walk right through it. Was this a figment of your imagination? Or are you simply so hammered you actually stumbled through the door, but didn't realize it? Was this a coincidence? Does this remind you of your piece of trash roleplay game with doors that you can simply walk through instead of doing anything productive with, like clicking or pressing the E button? Holy crap, that really is a clone of our character. What the hell? Want to make a door open just like Minecraft? Give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes and I will show you how to make it that fast. Stay tuned, let's build it. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to rig this like a door. All of these are going to be unanchored, and we're going to weld all of these pieces to our primary part, which we're going to set as this door frame over here on the left. We're going to move it to the size of the door, and this is going to be our hinge that we rotate our door on. We want to stick it slightly outside because it's on this piece that it's going to pivot, like this. So that way our door can pivot, open, and close. Go to Model, go to Create, click Weld, and then weld each of the door pieces to the primary part over here. Make sure you've got show welds and constraint details on, so that way you can actually see the welds that you're creating. Now that our door has been fully welded, make sure that the primary part property is that piece that we're hiding behind the door that we're going to be using as the hinge. Make sure that's the primary part of the model, and that the whole door and all its parts are welded to this specific part. Next, insert a script into our door. Now that we've got a script on our door, let's get a variable for our door model. Let's set a click detection for the click detector that we're about to put in our door. In order to do that, copy one of the parts and scale it to the size of the door. Make sure that this is the exact same size of the door, and maybe make it a little bit bigger. This is going to serve as our actual click box. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make it invisible, and we're going to remove its collision. Make sure it doesn't have any collision. Next, we're going to make sure that it's welded, which of course it is. Then we're going to rename this to Hitbox and insert a click detector. Back on our script, let's get a variable for that. Local click detector equals door.hitbox.clickDetector. We'll also create a variable for our hinge, which will be door.primaryPart. Let's write a local function called onTouch. And we're going to fire this function when we say clickDetector.mouseClick connect onTouch. This is going to fire this function when the click detector is activated, and the click detector is activated, of course, by clicking. It's inside of our hitbox, so you'll just simply click the door. Now inside, we're going to run a calculation to rotate our door open or closed based on whether it's open or closed. But to be able to do that, we need to ask ourselves, or the door, is it open or closed? To keep track, let's make a variable. Open's going to start at false because the door starts closed. So we'll say if open, then else. Here we are. So now we know which function to call, either open door or closed door. After this statement, we'll say open equals not open. This will set this to the reverse of what it currently is. If it's currently false, it'll go to true. If it's currently true, it'll go to false. Let's get our open or close function now. local function, open or close. We'll need a argument called direction. Now let's call that in here. Let's set our direction. We're going to set direction to -95. Over here, it's going to be +95. Then we're going to call our function open or close and pass in direction. In here, we're going to say door, pivot to door.primary part dot cframe times cframe.angles math.rad direction 0, 0. We convert direction into radians inside of our cframe.angles function, and we're pivoting the primary part's cframe. So we're just simply adding either 95 or -95 degrees to the x-axis. And we're left with a door that opens and closes. Voila! Super easy. Let's add some sound effects. Alright, I've got my sound. It's called door open. Let's play it right when we open the door. Door.hitbox.door open play. We stick it inside the hitbox because that's the sound, that's the spot that the sound's going to be emanating from. We'll need a second closing sound if we want this to sound a little different, but same principle. You just check if the boolean's open or closed, pick the appropriate sound accordingly.
Now we can actually stumble out of the bar correctly. Here, I think, this is the door. There's the door. I just have nothing to drink, Ossifer. Hey everybody, thanks for watching my video. Love ya. Don't step on a toad. Like and subscribe.